Hello, my name is Joshua Westbrook, and this is my virtual presentation on TWC 301 and the problem-solving approach system. The problem-solving approach, or PSA, is designed to address the entire process of solving workplace problems through communication. It is divided into 5 separate steps that help to guide you through solving any problem: plan, research, draft, review, and distribution. In my TWC 301 class, I often use the PSA to help me complete my assignments. One specific assignment that the PSA really came through for me was on the proposal memo. For this assignment, we had to create a memo that proposed a change within a company or organization that we were involved with. I chose to do the KRJ franchise of the Jani-King Cleaning Corporation. My family owns a franchise within Jani-King, and it is part of my job to manage and help clean our numerous accounts. In coming up with a plan, I first had to find a problem within KRJ worth solving. I recall that there have been multiple instances where employees have not shown up to work, thus setting me or other workers behind schedule while we waste time trying to find someone to fill in for them. In order to express the gravitas of this issue and to create a problem worth the attention of my superiors, I needed to find examples of where this was happening. More than that, I needed to show that this was a frequent and recurring problem. This was where the research stage came in. I combed over each account and tried to decipher which ones I could use in my memo as an example. I recorded the amount of times at each considered account an employee was absent to add to my research and was able to limit it down to 1. I created a document using memorandum format. I addressed it to the KRJ heads and carbon copied it to all of the KRJ employees. I wrote several paragraphs about the problem and how I thought it could be solved. This was my first draft. In the review process, though, I discovered through the instructor and my peers that my draft indeed needed some real work. I ended up making multiple changes to the entire document. One key point I needed to consider was to only focus on one problem, because I had branched off into tardy employees instead of just absent ones. Other issues included putting the benefits into a clearly defined bullet list, making my solution obvious and visible instead of hiding it in the text, and being clear and concise of my point. Lastly is the distribution stage. After various revisions, I submitted my document to a trusted reader who happened to be one of the intended recipients. After getting the go-ahead from them, I turned in the final draft of my document and awaited feedback. The remaining question was, did the PSA help me to succeed? And I would say yes, it most definitely did. The PSA helped me to structure my document. The plan and research portions were really helpful. Of course, I lost focus in my draft, but I got back to the main problem when the issue was pointed out in the review. All 5 of the steps really worked in conjunction to help create a powerful and worthwhile piece. This was a wonderful experience. As a result of this assignment, I now know how to write memos, which can be a very nice life tool. The PSA is very helpful to me, and I will most definitely use it in the future. But most importantly, I discovered that I really thrive off of feedback. My peers and the instructor really hammered down on what I was doing right and wrong, and, in the end, drove me to success on this one. The entire point of the memo was to effectively communicate a problem and inspire change. In terms of effective communication, I learned to always keep the focus on the audience so that they are not wasting their time, to also stay relevant to the problem at hand, and, in terms of the problem, make it one worth solving, otherwise you may as well submit a blank paper. Well, this concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.